Here's a look at some numbers for Ingram.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. He's out there with Williams, and it's Holiday in at the point guard position. About this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP, it feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
Wow. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Williams against Porzingis. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Six to shoot. Shoots. And Doncic gets it to go.
What excellent feel for the game. Luka Doncic might be young, but he can beat and understand any defensive scheme.
Now here's Redick. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Ingram outside. Pass to Redick. Good on the triple.
The focus, the precision. Once Redick gets any airspace to shoot the deep ball, he seizes on the opportunity.
Here's Hardaway. 8 points his last outing. Doncic, no good. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Ingram's running. Poked away. Hayes down low. Powell's there. The shot's good from Hayes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday.
This guy moves so well with the ball in his hands, and Doncic knows how to initiate contact and get himself to the line when he puts it on the deck.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of this game. That free throw good from Doncic.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
All free throws good from Doncic. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
Now, here's Doncic. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Hardaway. It's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots. And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now, here's Doncic. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Holiday, the pass to Redick. They get a hand on it. Here's Hardaway. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Well, two things there, guys. Tim Hardaway Jr., the power, the concentration, refuses to be stopped when he wants to score.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
That free throw good from Hardaway. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Hardaway, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pass to Redick. Outside Williams. Here's Holiday. Guarded by Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Holiday's got his second basket of the night. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. Porzingis finds Hardaway. Shoots over Redick, and Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 5 now.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll, and Hardaway doing work right there.
Back to Holiday. Left side Williams. Holiday against Doncic. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. It's Powell on the wing. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Hayes. New Orleans leading by 3. Here's Holiday. Out to Ingram. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. He has 5.
And you cannot give Ingram even an inch of airspace. He's ready to let it go if he gets it.
And Doncic, here we go, and it's denied. And he recovers it. Powell, that's good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Hayes. 9 points last game out. Hardaway against Redick. It's Ingram on the wing. And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Doris, if you had to list a player with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. some names that come immediately to mind. James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
Doncic with it. He's got 6. Right side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to look at some of the players that are contributing in areas you might not expect. The top rebounding shooting guards of the past month. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
Well, what he may give away in terms of size to some of the big men down low, no doubt he makes up for it with his agility and determination. That's what allows him to be such an outstanding rebounder.
You know, the strength he has is a factor as well. He is sneaky strong for an off guard, and seeing him outmuscle a bigger opponent for a rebound is becoming a common sight.
That free throw, no good. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
And he's good on the second.
And you look at the Mavericks' numbers last season, the need for shooting is obvious.
And I think, Greg, what's shocking is poor shooting is not something you have historically associated with the Mavs. But when you look at it through last season, they took a high rate of threes and a high rate of free throws. And yet, both of those percentages were poor. That's an area for improvement this season.
Yep, that one goes.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Jackson against Ball. Here's Melly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Out to Doncic. Back to Jackson. Dallas moving the ball around. Porzingis, that's a 2. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
Outside Holiday. Here's Melly. Guarded by Porzingis. Ball against Jackson. Ball, the pass to Holiday. And the Pelicans miss again. Mavericks have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks, he can be special.
And there's the pass to Hart. Kicks it to Holiday. Knocked away. Fast break, Dallas. That shot, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Here's Ball. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Jackson drives in. Pass to Kleba. Over Favors. Kleba, no good. So for Dallas, their last game a win against the Lakers. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. From outside off the mark. Ball against Wright. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wright. Great D that time from Favors.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Holiday. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Jackson passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here is Holiday. 26 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. Here's Hart. No good. That would have tied it. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Jackson kicks to Wright. Over in the corner, Doncic. For three. Another three for Dallas.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Favors. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Holiday kicks to Hart. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Holiday against Wright. Now here is Holiday. Takes the three. Not going to go that time. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas. On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Jackson. And it's Kleba in at the 5. Here's Brunson. Following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Here's Doncic. It's deflected.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Clock at 6. Here's Brunson. And the rejection by Favors.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
Back to Hart. Tipped away. Tries to keep it alive. Brunson the pass to Curry. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, see, I think Steph Curry has terrific instincts. He understands when to shoot the basketball and when to put it on the deck to create a shot.
Now here's Favors. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Now Brunson. And here's Jackson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And they're on the break. Brunson, good. And now it's an 11-point Maverick lead. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for New Orleans. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You know what, Greg? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Brunson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Kleba kicks to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Curry can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 9. High arcing shot. Offensive rebound. Okafor gets the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Curry. Passes it to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Jackson. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by Jackson. The Pelicans have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram comes in for each one more. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway is subbed in for Justin Jackson. Or sometimes what was once considered a negative becomes a positive. For example, tweeners are now looked at as very valuable assets and very versatile assets.
Yeah, Kev, no doubt. Like, think about how much the game has changed for players like Draymond Green, who was so integral to the success of the Golden State Warriors. Here was a young guy who was considered at one point coming out of college for the power forward and center spot, too small to play the position. But as the NBA has downsized, as it's gotten smaller and faster, Draymond Green can be as important as any other player on a roster.
Now here is Hardaway. He has 5. Brunson with it. Outside Curry. Can they get it? Drops in the tray. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you cannot let Seth Curry have room to shoot on the perimeter. You are asking for trouble.
Back to Ingram. There's the pass to Okafor. Outside for Jackson. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Brunson. Guarded by Jackson. Pass to Curry. Hardaway against Ingram. It's Hardaway, that time on the assist by Curry. 8 points for Tim Hardaway.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Hayes. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. That one falls. Ingram's got 8.
Intelligent at realizing when to pull that mid-range jumper. Ingram is starting to figure it out offensively.
Here's Brunson. It's a 5-point game. Outside Hardaway. Back to Brunson from outside the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Jackson passes to Hart. Shoots. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. 5th, the Mavericks.
really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Shot clock at 6. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Hayes.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Hardaway. Curry deciding where to go with it. Back to Hardaway. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Hardaway has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Dallas. Passes it to Hart. Back to Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Hardaway with a wide open look. They get it back and block. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Hart. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field. And so it's Dallas with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Brunson the pass to Finney-Smith. Ingram against Hardaway. Here's Brunson. Here's Powell. And Okafor with the block. And he's able to get it back. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Hart. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Now here's Ingram. 5 on the clock. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserve.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Wright hits the jumper in space, and the Mavericks lead by 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. He's really stood out for them over the past month. 6th in blocks, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 11. Wright looking around. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
You know, you can expect Porzingis to make a jumper like that whenever he takes one in rhythm.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Well, Luka Doncic right now cooking. This guy's got his rhythm, and he's making it hard on the defense.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Drew Holiday's checked in for Ingram. And Dallas also making a switch. Kleba's checked in. Ball against Wright. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Ball.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Now here's Wright. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Outside Holiday. 1:32 left in the first half of basketball. Ball with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dallas leading by 6. And the pass to Doncic. Over Holiday. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Wright. Wright's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Hardaway against Redick. Doncic with the steal. .46 seconds left to play here in the half. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Morris checked in for New Orleans. Jackson, he's checked in for Dallas. Right against Ball. Dallas moving it around. 4 on the clock. Pass to Jackson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive. .24 seconds left in the first half.
Doncic against Redick. Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Jackson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Dallas with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you were not happy with the offensive execution in the first half. You have to push the pace harder in the second half.
No, the pace is a good pace for us. We just can't turn the ball over. We did a poor job, had too many turnovers that quarter.
We'll see if you can keep it under control.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Straight out of Slovenia, Luka Doncic already exceeding expectations. Tremendous awareness and skill, just enough athleticism. Worked his magic again in the first half. This kid is incredible.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
Well, look, they turned the ball over way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions here and there. These guys need to come with more precision in the second half.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Brandon Ingram's out there with Williams, and it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. No coverage that time. Hayes has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Pelicans. Doncic passes to Powell. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Powell. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Williams.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Passes to Reddick. Back to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Hardaway with the bounce pass. Here's Finney Smith. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Back to Ingram. Of course, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And so he makes both from the line.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Doncic against Reddick. Doncic, no good.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Ingram dishes to Reddick. Now the feed to Hayes. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, showing the top distributors of the basketball over the last 10 games. Second, Luka Doncic.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Right side Hardaway. And here's Porzingis for a three. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Pelicans trail by 6. Ingram outside. Now here is Holiday. He's got 10. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Pelicans shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start him.
Here's Reddick. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Back to Holiday. Ingram outside. And again, no good by New Orleans. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
And here's Reddick after Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer. The pass to Holiday. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Holiday's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Doncic, good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. 19 points for Luka Doncic.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Pass to Williams. Back to Ingram. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line. Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor's checked in for Hayes. Favors comes in for Kenrich Williams. And it's Josh Hart in for J.J. Redick. Curry's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Brunson. Al Porzingis. Pass to Curry. Outside Hardaway. Again, the Mavericks score. Pelicans trail by 8. Ingram outside. Pass to Favors. Over Porzingis. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, I think at this point he's proven, Derek Favors, that you've got to respect his mid-range. He is capable when given room.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Dallas moving the ball around. Curry can't get it to go. New Orleans has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Ingram up top. Brunson covering. It's deflected. To the middle. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Powell's got his second basket of the night.
I tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Drew Holiday. 3rd in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And it's his lightning quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. Now here's Ingram. The kick out to Holiday. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Thompson with it, guarded by Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Over Hart. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 20 points for Tim Hardaway. Ingram outside. Back to Holiday. Left side Favors. The pass to Hart. Now here is Holiday. Brunson covering. A good look from Holiday. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
Both teams will make substitutions. Curry finds Wright. Outside Jackson. Outside Porzingis. Poked away. Here's Hart. 5 points in the game. More outside. Back to Hart. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Ray, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Moore outside. Shot clock at 6. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Maley. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Kleba, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, Porzingis from the arc. Rebounded by Hart. New Orleans has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Moore outside. Here's Melly. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Outside Jackson. And Kleba out top of the key. Outside, Porzingis. Count it, and the foul. They get Derek Favors.
Boy, Kev, how about Porzingis? Shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Pelicans making a change here. Jackson's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, what a pleasure to have a 7-footer who you can play through, because Kristaps Porzingis, that nice shooting form, carries over to the free throw line. That is crucial.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Moore. And the shot goes in.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
And Wright kicks to Curry. Ball against Wright. Kleba, the pass to Jackson. Outside Curry. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, had this shot on automatic. The confidence so crucial to what Seth Curry brings to the table.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Favors. Moore outside. Here's the 3. Ball no good.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Outside Jackson. Kleba kicks to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Kleba from deep 3-point range. Unable to get that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. 1 and done at UCLA. How about 2nd overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
That's good from Ball. Ray, you talk about the height for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. With the teardrop, Jackson from long range. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Ball against Wright. Right side Jackson. Out to the right wing. Moore right side. And again, no good by New Orleans.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Passes it to Wright. Porzingis kicks to Wright. And the pass to Kleba. He dishes it to Curry. From deep. They get the rebound. Here's Porzingis. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Curry against Moore. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
The Pelicans have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. That free throw, no good. So both teams changing it up here. And he sinks the second. 15 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Doncic. 19 points in the game. To the left wing. Right for 3. No good on the shot. And so it's Dallas holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Put a sense of urgency right now, okay? We can't hold back. We can't give up easy baskets. We can't give up mistake baskets, okay? We got to lock in.
Well, it's obvious they're in this game. He's begging them to stay engaged no matter what.
And, Kevin, this one is far from over. I like seeing Coach Gentry urging his group on like this.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Wright and Doncic are the backcourt pair. Jackson is the 3 and Porzingis at the 4. And it's Kleba in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Doncic. Feeds it to Jackson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And you know, guys, in the first half, he was a lot more focused. Maybe he's feeling the heat of the defense a bit more here in the second.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Porzingis. Pelicans trail by 6. Moore outside to the inside. Hayes trying to break free. And Williams gets it to go on the assist from Moore. Moore's got 4 assists in the game. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting at 51%. Really solid. Right outside. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Dallas moving the ball around. And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, the quick trigger of Luka Doncic makes him especially dangerous in catch and shoot. Good luck, defender.
To the paint. Here's Redick. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Doncic passes to Jackson. And here is Wright. He kicks to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Back to Wright. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Doncic passes to Kleba. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. Redick with the rebound. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Right against Ball. And Redick kicks to Hayes. Ball against Wright to tie it up. Ball no good. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Wright dishes to Doncic. Pass to Kleba. Down low. And the dunk by Doncic.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
New Orleans making some changes here. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for more. And it's Holiday in for Ball. Dallas also making some changes. Dwight Powell comes in for Justin Jackson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Wright. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Outside, Redick. Back to Holiday. Kicks it to Williams. Ingram attacking. And it's Hayes in the corner. And the Pelicans miss again.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against New Orleans.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
Now here is Holiday. Outside, Redick. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Dallas leading by 5. Doncic with it. Powell, the pass to Doncic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 10 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now here is Holiday. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Holiday against Doncic. Here's Hayes. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen, Greg, great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Kleba lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Holiday kicks to Hart. Williams in the post. Here's Hart. New Orleans moving the ball around. Lock at 6. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Doncic with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Kleba, the pass to Hardaway. And it's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Offensive rebound. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Hardaway has got 11 in the second half. Pass to Hart. Now Ingram. Guarded by Hardaway. Williams looking over the floor. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Here's Ingram. That one, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here is Holiday. Outside Williams. Dishes it to Hayes. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Good. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
And the Mavericks call time here. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Dallas making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. On defense, the Pelicans. 6-point game. Poked loose. Now Now here's Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
And there's the pass to Hayes. Inside. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Williams.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Now here's Doncic. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Holiday with the ball. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
Pass to Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Another 3 for Dallas.
You know, we talk often about the importance of confidence. Kristaps Porzingis has plenty of that from beyond the arc.
And Holiday kicks to Ingram. Pass to Hart. Holiday against Doncic. 6 to shoot. Hart. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball. A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Passes it to Hayes. Holiday against Doncic. Holiday goes in. It's rebounded by Dallas. Howell's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Banked in off the glass. And now a 10-point Dallas lead.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Doncic against Holiday. Pass to Hayes. Here's Doncic. He doesn't hit that one. Holiday with the defensive effort. New Orleans now, time running out. To the middle. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got 4 this quarter.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Right wing. Porzingis against Williams. Porzingis is double. 5 to shoot. Powell kicks to Hardaway. From deep 3-point range. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The pass to Williams. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Doncic passes to Powell. Out to Hardaway. Back to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Doncic. Now here's Powell. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. That one wide left.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. So both teams making some changes here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Jackson dishes to Okafor. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that one falls for Okafor. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Now Barea. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's get David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.